The back three is still intact. A straight swap with TJ Prestus, former captain of Yale, coming in to partner Scarlett and Farrell. There is support and plenty of it. They've got pace in attack, but a few changes after that midweek US Open Cup defeat at Chicago Fire.
Most notably, no Jay Chapman, who spent time here in Hartford last year. No Connor Roots, who has been a starter all year long. And no Stephen Carroll, their captain, sitting this one out as you look at Carlos Herrera. And there is Antony Siaha, the man in charge of the match tonight. Our referee is Kalen Radosov. The assistant referees are Zeno Cho and Jackson Krauser. The man at the table, Laszlo Sandler. Beautiful night here in Hartford, 69 degrees. Winds blowing gently. Good crowd on hand, and we're certainly happy you are with us. Just the third home game of USL play for Hartford. Of course, one of them was postponed, the Indy 11 game, and we are underway. Still waiting for our first shot. This is a Detroit City team, middle of the pack in shots attempted. Hartford last with just 42 shots in the first 6 games, and that's been an issue. Boy, another dangerous ball sent back. Farrell aggressively gets ahead on it before Sebastian Guenzati, one of the all-time leading goal scorers in USL history. Currently 7th with 75 goals. Here's a threat along the end line. In front, Scarlett can't get a foot on it. And a shot goes wide.
Just a word there about Jordan Scarlett. He'll put his head where others won't put their feet, but there comes a time where he's a little bit too leggy and he's flailing a little bit. So he chases it there. That could easily, if he made contact, have been a penalty. And he swings the leg round. He's fortunate not to make contact there as well. We saw last week it was a clumsy challenge after the opening goal had been scored to give away the penalty which Cal Jennings scored. Just got to be a little bit better when he's under pressure in that penalty box, because it doesn't take much for the opposition to feel anything.
Tries to play it across and does. Into open space. No score as we approach the 44th minute. Good hustle that time by Obalola. Adewale has shown a good job of coming back and helping on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's been the better of the two who started as the forwards between him and Michee.
Now, Amoo-Mensah puts one on goal and tipped away.
Nice move. It was the little layoff there by Ben Morris, and then the space. He's just struck it perfectly. It sat nicely, and it's a really good save from Antony Siaha. But when football breaks out, that's what can happen. That's a delightful ball by Morris into the stride as well.
Two-time All-Ivy League selection at Yale, where he graduates from next week, and that'll do it. So a rather mundane first 45 minutes, except Jack Panayiotou. Hartford looking for that elusive second win of the season. This begins a brutal stretch of the schedule for Hartford. Coming up after tonight, they are home. So here's a potentially dangerous set piece. Detroit, 7 players lined up along the 18. Punched out by Siaha using that size advantage. Rhys Williams, nice ball up along the far side. Mensah plays it to the 18. Shot, diving save, rebound. Cleared out of danger.
Really good from Prestus. Problems. That's a good effort from Darren Smith, and he's having to come outside the box to actually do something. Good save from Siaha, and then a really good anticipatory. He might not be the quickest, but he can read the game very well.
Hartford, meanwhile, having a hard time getting out of its own end. Boy, that one almost knocked Carriaga down. Here's Smith in some space.
That was the Yale special.
Gets it on goal and knocked away by Antony Siaha.
Well, things happen when you give your top scorer the ball. Now, yes, he's had to come a little bit deeper and outside of the 18-yard.
Corner number 6 for Detroit. So they pack the goal line. Never gets through. Played back for Williams. Looking for Smith. He runs onto it. Sends it in. Through ball. Shot save. Their sales tenfold since soccer officials started using that. Shot bounced in and played on the volley. One hopped by Siaha. Nice throw to start the counter. Played up ahead, but Yamazaki, who's come in with a world of energy. Headed down. Anderson plays it back.
This evening. And I know Detroit have had the best opportunities, but they've been pretty solid at the back. And that's the foundation. If you know that one goal's likely got a good chance of winning you the game, the last thing you want is the mistakes that Brendan was speaking about from last week, and 3 of the 4 goals totally preventable. There's no way you're scoring 5.
Played up the far side. Chipped in. Edwards can't get a head on it. Dieng taken off the goal line.
That is brilliant defending. This is a decent opportunity for Hartford. Once it gets up in the air, it's a case of who's getting there first. That's brilliant from Michael Bryant. He's under pressure, and he does really well. His first touch, and he finds himself free. He's got 2 to his left, and he keeps burrowing this furrow down the right-hand side.
Now Anderson kicks it off a Detroit player, so Sebastian will utilize that long throwing ability of his.
Yeah, they've pushed most forwards. The only one back is Ngalina with sweeper keeper Siaha.
Into the box. Farrell's header goes wide. Nice shape. Farrell just couldn't get the header on goal, and Herrera had the near post covered. Shots now 12-5. But Hartford yet to get outshot on target tonight.
But a solid base at the other end.
Tonight's Hartford Business Journal Business Alliance partner of the match is Blue Crest Incorporated. Corner kick sent in, punched out. Here's a turnaround shot, and it goes wide. Best chance of the night. Punched out, and that will do it.
That's not a bad point for Hartford. It was a good defensive header there from Jordan Scarlett. The players, the Hartford players, a lot of them are on the ground. They're absolutely shattered. They put so much into this one.